Obviously, you've worked with the top players in the Premiership. What are the big differences you notice with players at that level and players at this level?
Well, money for a start off. But no, at that level, they really are looked after like children. They really, really are. They haven't got to worry about anything apart from getting themselves to the training ground, working hard, and then making sure they're prepared for the game on Saturday. There's a few mamby-pambies up there, I can tell you that now, and I'm sure a lot of people out there in the game know that anyway. But by and large, it's become more professional. It really, really has. There's a lot of like what they call prehabilitation now, or prevention of injury. Because these guys are worth a lot of money at that level. But also down at this level, there's no reason why you can't bring that same ethos down at this level that they do at the top level. These guys are full time. They're professional people, and they've got to act like professional people, and we've got to treat them like professional people, and that's what I'll be looking to do.
We've only known each other a few days, Russ, but my early impressions of you is of that of a disciplinarian. Would that be fair?
Yeah, I think that would be very, very fair. I think that's probably to do with having 22 years in Her Majesty's services. But yeah, I like to do things right. I'm a stickler for punctuality. Again, if I'm doing a session on the pitch, or the gaffer's doing a session on the pitch, people have got to be attentive. They've got to listen, because it's all to do with being able to try and get 3 points on a Saturday. And I think if you prepare the right way and you discipline yourself the right way, then you can reap those rewards on a Saturday afternoon and walk away with your 3 points.
Will you be directing and indeed designing the pre-season schedule? Because previously under David Holdsworth, it has been quite gruelling.
I brought some things that I've done when I was at Blackburn Rovers, also at the other football clubs. I keep all that sort of paraphernalia because it always comes in handy. I've given the gaffer some ideas. We'll mix and match things. And basically, when you say quite gruelling, you've got to work.
Perhaps intensive would be more fair.
Yeah, it will be intensive. But what you have got to make sure is that the players get a lot of recovery as well. If you work them in high intensity, you've got to make sure that your following sessions are not high intensity, because all you'll do, you'll end up fatiguing players and you'll have breakdowns. Then the next thing you'll end up with injury problems. So it's got to be done professionally. Again, the gaffer and I'll sit down. We'll go through the programme. We'll monitor the heart rates, fatigue levels, hydration levels, and we'll make sure that we pitch it and we're going at the right level.
And what about yourself, Russ? Do you think it'll take you much time to adapt? Because like you say, at the top level, even the coaches have 2 T-boys each.
I don't know about that. But no, not at all. I come from a humble background. I was in the army for 22 years, and you learn you appreciate things in life. You really, really do. And I do appreciate things in life. I'm going to be as professional at this club as I've been with any other club, and I'll never lower those, only higher those standards.
Where can this club go in your eyes?
Well, the immediate thing is, let's get back into the Football League. That's what's really important. And a team and a club like Mansfield Town, and this is with all the respect to the other clubs in the conference, Mansfield Town should be in the division higher, certainly at this moment in time.
And what about David Holdsworth, the man you're working under? How far do you think he can go in the game?
I think he's got a real bright future because he's got bright ideas. He has a good rapport. Even the small amount of time I've seen at the training ground the other day, you can see he has a good rapport with his players, and I think that's very, very important. But also you've got to be able to keep players at a distance, and I think he juggles that quite well. He's a likeable person as well. He's done good things in the game himself. He knows the game inside out, and I think he's one of those young managers that's going to go a long way.
And in a nutshell, what will you add to this football club?
A lot of professionalism, a lot of ideas. Of all the football clubs that I've been to, you learn a lot through that time and experience. And I hope to impart that on this football club, and let's work so hard to get us back into that level above.
Thanks for your time. Welcome on board. Let's hope your tenure here is very successful.
Thank you very much indeed.